Hello, 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 and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Where last we left off, I think I had done a nice ironclad run, and it's time to go to the second character, the Silent. I've had really good runs with this character, and also really bad ones. I don't feel like I've kind of got a handle on how to consistently win with the Silent yet. But that's kind of part of the fun, I guess. Concept. You play as this, lighter, weaker character. Starts 70 health instead of 80. But her shtick is that she tends to rotate through her deck more easily. Her default ability is to draw 2 bonus cards on turn 1, which is obviously going to help you dig some. She runs a lot of poison effects and a lot of cantrips. In fact, your starting deck contains a 0-cost card. She also has a lot of discard mechanics where you gain benefits from discarding. Okay, off the bat, what do we want? We've got double merchant and an early path, which I could probably avoid. A lot of nice campfiring this route. Probably going to take this route with double campfires, treasure, merch down the road, and then a split for another double campfire or elite if I so desire. Max HP plus is always fun. I don't want to lose all my gold. Oh, and remove 2 cards. I thought it was an get 2 cards. Paying 50 and 50 to remove 2 cards is totally reasonable. Let's get rid of 1 offense and 1 defense. So now my deck is very tight, actually. This could potentially be a very good run. Let's get as many card offers as possible. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4 combats, or 1, 2, 3 combats. Yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 combats. That way I'm free to reject things I don't want. Alright, so right off the bat you'll notice that she has this card, which you do not have in the starting kit for the Ironclad. It's 0 cost, so you tend to be able to get 4 attacks in on 1 turn. And it applies a stack of weak, so you can cripple an enemy, helping you get to that full block threshold more easily. Also an 8 block in your starting hands. So, in my opinion, just straight up stronger than the Ironclad's kit, who has Bash as his extra ability. I'm not saying Bash is bad or anything, it's just it costs 2 actions, not 1 or 0. So if you're not specifically looking to bash that turn, it tends to be a bit of a dead draw. Alright, so we've got rid of the first enemy. Recalling that I have a very, very thin deck as it is, and I would like to keep it that way, I will still pick up Backstab because it starts off in my hand every time, costs nothing, and then gets rid of itself. That's very good all around. Starting every fight with a free bunch of damage makes sense to me. Weaken you, and stab you, and then block everything you're going to do to me. That was a very good opening. And again, the weakness got him down to exactly the right threshold so that I could full block. Most likely have this combat. He's dead. Swiftness potion. Alright, next. All enemies lose 6 strength, but it only lasts 1 turn. Not so hot. Add a random skill to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Then you're stuck with this random skill for the rest of the game. Accuracy is more interesting. If I take accuracy, I could definitely run a very potent Shivs build, but I would need to get more Shiv cards. I have none right now. I'm tempted to take this prospectively, and then just prioritize picking up Shiv stuff. I'm going to make the hard choice and actually pass for the time being, because I don't really want to take anything that's going to thicken this deck. I'm not always this picky about keeping a thin deck, but since I spent all my money to start with an extra thin deck, I want to make sure I get the most value out of it. Alright, cripple, attack, block. Well, we've had some very, very good early card runs, just at the right amount of offense and defense. Backflip is kind of the Ironclad's version of a universally good card. Draw 2, 5 block. Poison and weak on all is nice, but it's a 2-actioner. This is a card that no matter what build I go with in the end, I'll be happy I have, pretty much. I'd like to still take combats at this point since I have full everything. Beat you down, beat you down, beat you down, block for some. And I'll take 1 damage in order to continue the... Well, okay, misclick, but I guess it's fine. No damage is fine. Block and draw 2. Strike. And full block is fine, actually. Just keep the pain train going here. Boom, 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 and full block. Good. And block and full draw. Full block active. Poke. This is taking longer because of the stacks of weakness, but it's worth it to leave this fight with 0 damage. Sucker Punch is one of those boring but good abilities. For 1 mana, you can apply 2 stacks of weakness when it's upgraded. Expertise is good for an engine, but I don't have the extra actions to guarantee these are useful. So, again, I'm being very picky. I don't have to be this picky, but I am. That's a kill shot for free. If I use... There's nothing else here that adds up to a kill shot, huh? Still nothing that adds up to a kill shot. 4, 8, 13, 17... That's a lot of damage coming in. I can come shy of full blocking. No, I can do this. There, now I take 4 damage. That's much more acceptable. And get this gremlin to easy kill range when I get the 0 attack. Case in point. Ugh, the weakness really is doing me in here. I either block and take 4 damage, or attack, block, and take 3 damage. That's a better play. Damage. Survivor should full block. And that leaves me free to pick on the gremlin. I'm leaving this guy up for the time being because he gets stronger every time you attack him. Backflip. Basic D, and then keep poking. Finish him. Nope, not strong enough. Finish him, keep digging, and so this might look counterintuitive, but the reason I'm doing it is because of his strength gain. I want to make sure that the turn I decide to attack him, I'm able to really pummel him. Alright, that's more like it. So let's open with a strike. Yeah, he's 5 strength. Follow up with a strike, 6 strength. I can get him almost dead, which is fine. Block and weaken him, so that's not gonna damage me at all. And then I'll just need 2 strikes to finish him. Of course, that's the turn I draw just 1 strike, but no matter, I have all the defense in the world. Minimum damage taken, and finish him. 13 damage, AoE, and then exhaust itself. This is actually fine. It's higher damage than my usual strikes, and it goes out of my deck in 1 pass because of the exhaust effect. What am I smithing up? Backstab is every game gonna give me 1 time around 4 damage, but this is best because I almost always want to play this card when it comes, and every round through the deck gives me more value. I can either take a question or a boss. At this point I have full everything. I should really take a boss on. Stab and tear. Attack. Attack. Dig. Attack. Oh, I should have gotten the free skill before it was too late to use skills. Attack. 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 There's no helping you against this guy. He gets way too strong if you try to defend. You have to just go full out for broke. Attack, attack, and cripple. Nope, 4 on the chin is fine. Rather than making him stronger and that lasting for several rounds of combat. Attack, attack. Odds are very good of drawing an attack card if I draw 3. Yep, attack, attack. He's almost certainly dead next round, and I just take a little bit more damage for the privilege. So, definitely look... Oh, wow. This changes everything. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. Which means suddenly my game is about getting my deck filled with 0-cost damaging effects. Or low-cost effects. If I can remove all these strikes somehow... Malaise can be played for 0 or 1. This is 1, draw 3, discard 1. I don't need that anymore with the top if I'm going for a top play. Outmaneuver gives me more actions. Actions means I can keep the chain going longer. I think I'm going to pick up Malaise just because I really do want the endgame effect and because it does exhaust, so it isn't anti-synergistic. But now the top really does change everything. My whole game plan has to change. Because I want to make this top deck. I need to remove 5 or 6 cards from my deck to make this optimal. Max HP plus, thanks for the heals. To remove cards, I'm going to need the Merchant. I have 100 gold, so let's head in his direction. Then I can hit 2 campfires on the way out. That's fine. Boom. Boom. Die, die, die. Boom. 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 And then cripple. Yeah, there was no block in that hand, so there was no way I was going to get it to 0. Block. And pitch. Strike. Strike. Ugh, Entangled. Cheeky bastard. Entangled prevents you from playing attacks, so no matter how many attacks I draw, he's going to be alive till next turn. Okay, I can start using the reason now. Draw 1 if it is a skill, gain block. If it's not a skill, keep cycling. This is good for my top plan. It's a free block card. Potential block card. 75 is cheap. I have a 0 cost. 15 damage. This is not bad in some situations. Who's the final boss of this chapter? Slimies? I might die because I'm overcommitted to this plan, honestly. Let's get rid of this. I have enough block to be getting by with. In the meantime, bonus to dexterity would have been nice. I will take this prospectively. My deck isn't good enough that I'm going to get to use it quite yet, but it will get better. And speaking of which, upgrade it to 5 block, upgrade it to 20 damage, upgrade it to 4 with 2 weaknesses. Yeah. Well, that's conditional. I may not even get to proc it. It's not that great. Go with this instead. Well, that's also conditional. And it's practically 50-50 if my deck has skills or not skills right now. This one is always going to fire every time it's drawn, and now it's going to persist the weakness till next turn. So that's going to save me HP in the long run. Draw 1, potentially gain block out of it. Yes, please. Free damage. Yes, please. Neutralize. Yes, please. 6 damage. Now I've popped all of their shields. Full block. And notice that if I didn't have the draw 2 effect of Ring of the Snake, I would have gotten this off this turn. Okay, much weaker than usual. Ooh, this is awesome. Exactly what that card is in my deck for. Against Slime Boss, Explosive Potion could be useful. Skill Potion is kind of random. I'll take a random skill over an Explosive Potion row. Will I? No. Keep the Explosive Potion for the boss. That's potentially a lot of damage. None of these upgrade to zero cost cards. I don't know how viable this build is because I don't know the card pool intimately, but I feel like there's got to be a good build here. Okay, definitely going to drink regen for this fight, just so I'm regenerating the whole time. Damage. 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 I don't trigger the split yet, do I? No? Okay, good. Damage. And now, because here's how these guys work. They split when they hit 50%. So I'm getting him right to before 50%, and then I'm going to make him split massively. So I'm looking to have more potential damage in my hand than this. Okay, now we can hit him. Okay, I can hit him for a total of 7. That's a pretty crappy split. That's better. So, punch, punch, punch. Got him down to 10. So now he's 220s instead of much more than that. Let's pitch one of these, which gets me down to Masterful Stab territory. And that's the spinning top, giving me a free card. If I can find a way to get my deck to be mostly zero cost cards, I'm gonna have a field day with that. Good. Good. How are we doing? Full block attained. Good. Finish him. Alright, the regen has fully been used. 15 regained. Strike. Strike. D. Masterful Stab is very hard to get to proc, but it's worth it when it does. It's one of my stronger attacks. Because of the plan that I've chosen to go with, I'm going to reject those offerings. And I'm going to risk it all here. Instead of healing, I'm going to go for more damage. It's either going to have to be die, or it's going to have to be Survivor. Survivor is 11 block, discard a card, die is 17, AoE. Yeah. Defense is really important in this upcoming fight. Okay, so I've got a steroid potion to use on the turn that I need to deal the most damage, whenever that is. For now, I'm kind of debating keeping Backstab in my deck for later. At this point, I'm considering keeping most of these cards in my deck for later. What's my next card here? So unfortunately, I've drawn a handful of defense on my offense turn. I could cripple the boss, but his first attack is not going to be for like 2 or 3 turns, and it's going to be massive. If I actually go through with this... if I drink this and get plus 5 strength, I can go 18 plus 16 is 30 something, plus an additional 20 is like 50 something against him now. I may have to do that because if I don't get enough damage in before Slime Crush, I'm gonna die. Oh, right. I have to play this first. I mean, that was a risk, that move, but I think it was worthwhile. Because this move he's just going to charge up anyway. If I hit him for 4, he'll split. I don't want him to split this big. So I'm going to hold out for a better split. Prepping the slime. See, that's the 34 damage. If I hadn't done a full damage turn on turn 1, I don't think I could have stopped that from hitting me. But now he's at 56. Do I lower him to 46? I think I do, mate. As little as possible. Okay. Weaken the guy who's about to hit you in the face. Defend, throw away a defense so that you have enough action left to whack. Hit him, exhaust out the slime, and that's the turn. This guy is near split territory as well. So here's where things get interesting. Rather than focus on splitting him, I'm actually going to attack his partner so that I'm in a commanding position that whenever either of them is about to attack me, I can cancel the attack by splitting them in half. So he's about to attack me, I'm going to split him in half to prevent the attack from landing. Of course, he's a full sizer. If I had saved the smoke bomb from now, I could hit all of them. But he would have been bigger in reaching this point, so tomato tomato if it would have actually been better or worse. 4 and 7 is not really that much. I can get him down to 20 though and prevent 11 damage, so that is worth it. So yes, consider this just a full block. And this is where I did not want to spend die on turn 1, because this would be the time to use it. But again, I went full out for broke to prevent being hit by Slime Crush, and I still think that was the right call. None of them are attacking me, so let's focus on getting at least one of them into kill territory. I'm not able to mount good defense or offense for several turns. Several turns. Thank God we focused at least one of them. Now he's out of it. You are going to have reduced effect in your offense, and I will take only a pittance of damage. But my whole deck is getting slimed to hell. Block and draw. I'm about to take massive damage here, and truthfully I don't think I can do much about it, so don't worry about it. Focus on the guy I can deal with. One at a time, it's fine. Okay, that's less fine. Pitch the slimed, please. Play out the defense of your hand. And sublethal, but only barely. He's gonna die anytime I need him to. So save him for when it's easiest to get rid of him. Stab. Go with the low health one. Oh, I'm not weakened right now? Amazing. Yeah, let's get you all the way to crippled then, if I can. I'm gonna take 13 damage, so I'm close to dying, but not dead yet. None of them are attacking this turn, that's perfect, and I have full offensive capability. So I can kill any of them with a normal strength attack, except this guy. Perfect. Let's hit you for 3. No, first get a card. Okay, get more cards. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. We'll hit you for 3. Because it's the only thing I can actually do that kills him. And 8 defense is just shy of where I need to be, so let's fix that. And unslime my deck a little. And now interrupt by killing. And that's it! We win World 1. This was certainly not as swift a fight as I'd liked, but it got the job done. Okay, bullet time, while tempting, is actually useless for a strategy that tries to go with 0 cost cards. It's only good if I draw it in my opening hand, and even then, considering that it doesn't exhaust, I would have to deal with it every round. Gain 3 intangible, means 3 turns of invincibility, but then after that, or 4, but then after that you lose a dexterity every turn. Unfortunately, none of these look particularly tempting. This self-exhausts, so at least that's something. I'll take that. Gain action at the start of each turn, but whenever you open a non-boss chest, you get cursed. Gain action at the start of each turn, all enemies start with 2 strength. So I'm going to take 2 curses if I take the cursed key, which is really unfortunate given a zero-cost top-spinning approach to the game. I think this is ironically the best option, even though it makes everything stronger. And I got Hexacore, which is the boss that I least want when I'm giving him a Strength Plus. Alright, let's put on my big boy pants, because this is not looking good. I think we take this route so that we can get an early merchant. Yep, see, the plus strength is already coming back to stab me in the back. Please, something good. We can at least knock him out of the air, which is good. First attack is weak, second attack is weak. Third attack is a little more potent. Final attack hits everything. Action and defend and done. I may have made a miscalculation trying to make a spinning top deck when my deck was already this big. Okay, so we're gonna go after whoever's hitting me the hardest. For sure. Get you out of the field. I can hit you for 6 or I can defend for 8. I'll defend for 8, please. Ooh, beautiful. Weaken him as well. And that's a full block. That malaise totally paid off, and that was a spinning top moment. This, by the way, is exactly why I was so keen on taking the extra action. Because these turns, I get that one extra push I need to actually finish things. Escape plan, attack, kill. 0 cost does damage, that's what I'm talking about. Let's remove something ineffective from my deck. What do I never want to see? Kind of okay with all of these in some context, so let's get rid of an additional strike, because I just took on a 0 cost strike. Draw 3, discard 1 is useless for my given strategy. Ice Cream Cone would have been really nice, but never mind. Fire, strength buff. I need to save my money, because I do want to hit another... I can't afford any cards I want, right? Yeah. This is generally an amazing card, but in my current situation, I'm already doing that. I'm already replacing the card for myself, so it's less great. A little short on affording the jacks. Ugh, plus strength thieves, that's unfortunate. Can we do anything about it? Let's math. 5, 16, 29, he's not even close to dead this turn. So let's cripple, let's focus one target. Cripple, hit, hit, all 0 cost, mind you. Mostly blocked, and nothing, so 20-ish damage. And then we're going to finish him off. This guy's probably going to be able to beat me down. Never mind, I might actually be okay here. Draw. I don't actually want to draw 2 more cards, I want to empty my hand. 2, 3, 4, so I'm going to pitch that. I'm going to die. Damage and Masterful Stab. And we have just enough to finish the... Wow, that was beautiful. Deflect. Free card that gives me block. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff I need more of. Ugh, they start with bonus strength. This is gonna suck. Let's go free block, free slice, focus the healer, focus the striker. Focus the healer. That starts with less health. Oh, it gives bonus strength too? My god. I'm actually going to use the neutralize here, even though it's not my focus target, just to keep him from hitting me for 16. 12 is much, much more palatable. Do I pitch this and go for the next card? I have 3 0-cost cards, and one of them is die, which I can afford, so actually this is the better play. Because it guarantees that you die, and that I get my Masterful Stab off. Much more effective. Slice, deflect, possibly a free block. Slice, slice, actually a free block, actually a free block. Now you guys are seeing why I've been so eager to get this deck size down. The rotating effect feels really good when you get it rolling. Cripple, stab, stab, block, finish him. Finish him! Nothing here that costs 0. Costs 1 less for each card discarded this turn. Forget it. I'm not going to be able to discard 3 cards, 4 cards a turn. Draw cards until you have 8 in hand. That's the opposite of what I want to do. I want to discard till I have 0 in hand. Skip. Elite or Campfire? I don't know. Generally speaking, you go for Campfire in this situation, but what do I want to upgrade? I mean, I can upgrade anything, but I'm looking to remove cards from my deck more than I'm looking to upgrade them. Probably... Problem is if I take an elite on, it's a double elite. I don't want to do that. Triple Campfire, though, with no good card. Well, no, take the triple Campfire and just generally upgrade my deck. Yeah, that's how we're going to think of this. Backstab is definitely never getting removed from the deck, so it stays. Play Wheel of Torture. Please let it be remove a card. Oh, it's a free treasure. Okay. Good. Good thing I didn't take treasures equal curses. Whenever you get an attack card, it's automatically upgraded. That's awesome. Masterful Stab, on the rare occasions I've been able to pull it off, is very effective. But these two are always going to get played, so they need to be as strong as possible. That's good. Treasure. Pen Nib, the 10th attack is more valuable. Fine. I have enough for the removal, probably, from deck. Maybe I need a little more cash, but I'll get 15 here, and that should cover it, I hope. So, yet another upgrade, please. Potential block upgrade versus guaranteed block upgrade. Go with the guarantees. Always go with the guarantees. Alright, what's it gonna be? Oh, God, what an encounter. I would smoke bomb this if I could, but I need the money. So, yeah, we're fighting it. Attack. Draw and see what I get. Draw and see what I get. Free attack. 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 And I don't need any defense. Permanently reduce strength by 2 for one of you guys. Just to give me a little bit of a breathing room. Because, yep, they're all gonna hit otherwise. Ah, yes! Die, die, die! Die, die, die! Neutralize so that you're all weak. So that 5 defense should be as close to good enough as I can get. 15 with the goal of killing off one of you. What am I gonna draw? I'm gonna draw a block and a strike. So I've got 21 damage coming for sure. And it's 50-50 on drawing. No, it's pretty low odds on drawing my slice or neutralize, which is what I would need to draw to finish you. Still, it's no better on this guy, so focus on the stronger guy. Take him out of the fight sooner. Pen Nib is activated. Alright, we're good. Full block here, and 16 damage or 12 damage, and that's just the Pen Nib talking. Take 16 against you, then 6 just to end that threat, full block, and pass. Deflect, escape plan, have to get this out of the hand if I'm going to play Masterful Stab. 1, 2, 3. I can just afford this. Not that it matters because he's already dead. Wow, that fight went very well. Shivs deal bonus damage is still worth considering how cheap shivs are, but I don't have anything that generates shivs, so forget it. As predicted, I have just enough. Mind Blast would have been a really good pickup. Not really, though. My deck is kind of small. Noxious Fumes gives me inevitability, but I know what I'm trying for, and it's not that. Let's remove either a strike or a defend. I don't have a whole lot of defense in this deck anymore, so I'm kind of going to focus on removing the strike. What is this alligator head? Whenever I just transfer poison... This is an amazing ability when you can get it, but as you can guys see, I've been focused on a different path this run. I'm more likely to get remove a cards here than I am here, so we're going to take this pathway. I did not get remove a card. I in fact got a bitch of an encounter. Cripple. Now it's 18. Taking 5, 10 off that, so 8 damage. I'm debating smoke bombing this encounter, honestly. I mean, it's not likely to give me a whole lot of value. I'm likely to take some damage, which is more than I want. But I might get a card for my deck, so if I can win this conveniently, I should. So let's start off with the zero cost stuff. Actually, this might be a time to just apply a massive strength debuff. Let's go ahead and give me some D, and then truly cripple him, so it's 9, so I'm already fully defended now. Dig through this deck, get it to cycle. Okay, he's about to do something nasty to me, which means I have a breather in which to full out attack, which is naturally the turn I draw trip defense. Ooh, the pen nib ticked off just in time for the massive hit. Okay, I'm glad I didn't waste a smoke bomb on this encounter. It's almost over. Now it's over. Remove the D and then hit him. Caltrops are nice, but they're not really what I'm trying to do here. Flying Knee is interesting in that it costs me now, but I get the energy back later. And given how little good stuff I'm finding, I kind of just want to take it, accepting that it's not as good as it could be, but it's better than relying on pure removal that just isn't happening. Hit the steroid potion if possible. Oh, never mind. I kind of want to save vulnerable for the boss and strength for the boss. This hand has 1, 2, 3, 4 mana worth of things I have to play. And otherwise, I would get a free card. So let's see what the free card is. Okay, so that's it. 26, 32, 47, 51 damage. Okay, that's good enough for me. That gets this fight to be a win. So yeah, let's do that. If I can eliminate one of them on turn 1. 6 and 4, that's lethal. Then it's worth taking just a little bit of damage, but staying in the fight to get the gold and the card offer. Focus on block first. That's more than enough block. Slice. Pen Nib is activated for 22 damage. And we'll malaise. And stab. And more deflect. And that is about as good as this fight could possibly have gone. Couldn't really have gone much better. I could have stacked the Pen Nib intentionally a little bit more, but whatever. Gain 6 block and add 2 shivs. 2 shivs are 2 0-cost attacks, so this is effectively saying 6 block and 8 damage. But it takes away action points, which is what I've been trying not to do, so we're going to skip it. gain 5 max HP is a must-have. I have to give up either strength or vulnerability on the boss's part. I don't know which of these is more valuable. I'm assuming a flat strength that lasts for the entire match. Yeah, probably. Oh, I should have given up the smoke bomb. This is where the difference between skill and half skill comes in. I'm only half skilled. I'm not confident that I can beat the boss. If I was truly skilled, I would do the math. Oh, come on! It's not the hexacore? I feel so cheated. I thought this was the hexacore with sure, with the icon of like the surrounding 6 cores. And... Okay, well that sucks, and I did not need to save this much good stuff for you. Anyway, alright, now that I'm over it, it's time to start beating you up. We're gonna save Die for when he summons Orblets. Otherwise, just beat up on him as hard as possible, I guess. Or as an Orc Master would say, hit it very hard. Perfect, all my dies are coming in the next rotation. Okay, I need them right now. Go figure. Escape plan, defense, neutralize, Orblet or boss? Boss. And then, oh, you have triple artifact. If I play Malaise, nothing will happen. I kinda don't want to waste a Malaise, but I also don't want to lose up on Masterful Stab damage. I could use it on this guy, but it's a lot of energy to waste on an Orblet. Let's just remove all of his protection. Pen Nib is active, so I still get something out of it. That's a lot of damage that got through unblocked. Okay, good. Nobody here is really trying to hurt me next turn. Ah, yes! Pen Nib for 30. Feels good. Technically should have drawn first, but I already know my deck doesn't contain a different option. 8 and 17 is 25 and 31, so I can kill the ad. I think that's worth doing. Not because he has my card. Honestly, I could care less about the card. What does he have? Defend. Yeah, I don't need to defend. But I don't want to be taking damage from him consistently. Oh. Either. Yay, free slice. One Orblet I don't care about as much. Oh, he took my die. Shirk. Ironically, getting it back from him makes it useless because he's the only target then. This is a lot of damage coming in. I need to mitigate that. If I attack with 3 strikes, I should be able to kill him. Good. And now I need 11 more blocks should be just about enough. 19 out of 24. That's good. Okay, now it's time to go full out for broke. Kill the boss. He has no artifact, and I have an active Pen Nib. I have an active Pen Nib, so don't waste it. That's the perfect usage. My strongest power attack. Save or waste, save or waste, save or waste, save or waste. Waste! It keeps going. Alrighty, that's a lot of damage, or a lot of D. Oh man, I need that defense now, not last turn. See what I can do. 39 is as low as I can get you, huh? And this is gonna be a hand stopper here. Well, that's very unfortunate, but I really don't think I could have done any different. I get a day's turn to just beat up on him, so that's good. Pitch the defense that I clearly don't need this turn, but I'm gonna get a world of. Attack, attack, Pen Nib is active, Pen Nib is still active. It would have been a waste of a Pen Nib anyway. So I've had all the defense on the wrong turn twice now. I really want to Pen Nib this if possible, but it's not, because this has to get played first. It's actually worth digging for a better attack, like this, to use the pen nib on, and then finish him. Very, very convincingly won that fight. I do think the healing at the campfire was necessary, though. All three of these are poison related, or these two are poison related. This is alchemy. And it becomes free, so we'll play it and upgrade it eventually. Transfer all strikes and defends. Elites drop an extra relic. Gain another... Well, this is the obvious correct choice, but I just took Alchemize, which literally does nothing now. Thank God it's not the clock boss. That's the one boss that would really eat my strategy for breakfast. I don't know, I'm pretty sure his price goes up every time you remove a card. It was 125, so it'll probably be 150. 15 more puts me at 140, which is not enough. But if I do these two, then I can get a remove. And then I get 2 campfires, and a treasure chest, and no elites. So this is the way to go. I do not want to fight elites this late. Die is obviously the correct play here, so let's just do that. Backstab whoever has the most health. Whoever has the most health. Flying knee to the crotch. That's going to be an instant kill, so focus on a different target now. Instant kill. Now, notably, he's going to revive almost certainly before this fight is over, but that doesn't really bother me very much. I just want to have him down for now so I don't take much damage. Like this, 30 damage incoming. Doesn't really matter who I pick, does it? Can't obtain potions. And this is going to drain all my ability anyway, so let's use it on you. 20. I'll take 10 damage, that's fine. I need the money. I think was the logic that we were operating under. Unfortunately, oh, the pen nib is still armed. If it was just possible to... Yes! Pen nib on die is exactly what I wanted. Now we'll once again eliminate you. And you. Huh. Irony of ironies. I have to discard the one card that I can't play till then. Still. There you go. Any hit scores a win. Can retain up to 2 cards. That's good. Draw 1, discard 1. Well, unfortunately, guarantee that I just lose the next card. This helps me get down to 0 cards in hand, though. But the goal isn't to have 0 cards. The goal is to dig to good stuff. So if I play this on a... Let's say I draw the 0 cost here, and I play it, I draw 1, but then I have to get rid of it, so it doesn't help me. Retain up to 2... I don't get to go down to 0 as often, but it does let me keep more... It's never bad to have extra cards. And it's free, so, you know. Wait, it is free, right? Yeah, Well-Laid Plans is free. It has to be free, otherwise it's not worth it. Block, backstab. I could cripple him heavily this round. Yeah, let's do that. This is almost certainly the best play because he's not going to hurt me now or for the rest of the fight. Not with that much removed from him. Okay, I hadn't thought that part through. The burns prevent my rotation strategy. And I'm going to take 8 damage here. That's really unfortunate. And now there's even more unplayable burns. Just 2 damage. Not even... Oh, and he's ramping his strength every turn. I did not know he did that. Well, it's a good thing he's dead. Okay, this technically costs 1, but it lets me retain so much block potential. I think it's worth it. So somehow my deck, despite me trying to keep it small, has still gotten huge. Endless Agony is the definition of the kind of card I want in this deck. It splits, it makes my 0 thing keep going. Unfortunately, I can't afford to do both of these. Is there a card that I have to remove for this deck to work? There is not. There are cards I would like to remove, but none that I have to remove. So we're going to pick up Endless Agony because it straight up gives me more DPS. And since this is probably the last time I hit a shop, I hit a shop very late. 15, 20, 30, 40... Actually, I don't because I'm avoiding the elites. So yeah, so there's no harm spending all my money right now. I don't want that. I don't want that. Well, I kind of want that, but not badly enough to buy it. I kind of want that. Oh, I can't obtain potions, I forgot. Do I take Caltrops? No. Leave. Keep moving. No. I'm not gonna risk that much damage for the sake of a little... So this deck is pretty meh. I do not think it ultimately wins the game. Because I don't see how I'm gonna be able to burst the final bosses to dead. But maybe? I'm keeping a happy thought, but I don't think it's going to actually work. I need to get rid of this guy because his ability to fill my deck with crap is pretty much the definition of everything I can't deal with. Okay. Now we get this down to... done. That's as good as it's going to be for now. 15 incoming. Endless Agony is doubled up automatically, which is good. Let's alchemize, defend, play out the crap basically. We're going to use one of these now. I already retain all of the blocks, so I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to keep that so I keep spawning extra of it. Good, good. I have the 26 blocks, so I may as well make use of it by attacking into him right now. Boom. Free backstab, innate. Yes, please. We need to upgrade the Alchemize so that it no longer interrupts our flow. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are a pain, you know that. Die, so we're gonna go Shield. We're not using Malaise this turn, so don't even worry about it. Shield. Shield. Die! 6 plus 15 finishes one of them entirely. Now we will apply Malaise to the target I worry about. 5 plus 3, so 1 damage is fine for the sake of hitting you. Oh, make that 0 damage. And he's the one I need to kill for sure. Well laid plans. No block. Still no block. Oh, some block. This to discard this, please. I want to get more attacks in. Thank you. Thank you. Pen nib is active, which is overkill of several points. That's fine. Hit you with the knee. Die. Endless Agony. We'll actually use both copies right now just to keep the pain train rolling. Almost full block with stored for next turn. Slice you in the face, and end turn. To retain or not to retain? Actually, do not retain, because I would rather draw 5 cards that are more probable 0. Yup. And get on the rolling faster. Strike. We already are full blocked. Blur, so the block persists. When this deck starts rolling, it rolls very nicely. Big if, but yeah. I think I actually want to heal here. I can make these more potent, but really I think I need to heal here because I'm kind of driving and driving and driving, and I need to get some gas in the tank. I really want to hit that removal if possible. I think I'll use the smoke bomb on the elite if I don't think I can handle it. That's nice. DOT is always nice. So elite, smoke bomb, campfire, 2 normal fights, remove something, and campfire. Oh yeah, we're definitely smoke bombing this. That's just a pain in the neck fight. Oh, you know what? I could have tried to fight it. Maybe if I had a good start, I'd have been more confident, but the head is just a pain in the neck. Head, pain in the neck. I can upgrade my basic strikes here because I don't think I'm going to get to remove everything. What is my dex strike versus D-split? I have 1, 2, 3, 4... A lot of this stuff doesn't last very long. This is one of the only strikes that persists. It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of very hard to say. I'm only getting to remove 1 more card statistically, so let's upgrade one of my attacks. Not what I want to see. I have Pen Nib active, so it would be really, really nice if I could use it to kill them all, but I can't. Get rid of Alchemize. This is almost a full block by itself, so pitch the defense. And who's the biggest, fattest, baddest? Let's hit you, because there's a good chance we just kill you outright. Yep, he's almost dead. Leave him almost dead for now, because he's not actually dangerous. Good. Good. Within striking distance of dead. Why not make it official? So now I have 1 target to try to finish off. And just in time for it not to... Oh, keep that for next round, definitely. They're all going to respawn probably, which is fine, but I want to have energy going into next round. So, knee strike, slice, escape plan. Ooh, interesting. Backflip, lure, deflect, deflect. So this is the real question. Do I burn these or not? I think I have well-laid plans, right? So I'm going to retain these 2 and use this one. And that armed the Pen Nib, so yeah, I should be able to kill them all in 1 strike next turn. Good. Good. Okay, almost, almost. Yep, and the 3 auto attack does the rest, so... Huzzah! Well done. No. Whenever you play a card this turn, target enemy loses 5 HP. This is potentially interesting, but I don't have enough cards that I'm confident I'll get to play in cycle to actually get to choke someone. Oof. Okay, double backstab will kill the repulsor, or almost kill anyway. Well-laid plans, give me something else. If I go 1, 2, then I can play my whole hand. So I'm definitely playing my whole hand this turn. So that means I'm using both of these, which means let's go with 15, 24, 30. That's insufficient. Let's go with 15, 24, 28. That's insufficient. 15, 30, and 4 is 2 points of overkill. I guess it'll have to do. This is precise kill, so let's go with that. I definitely want to empty my hand right now. Die, die, die! Roll block. Die, die, die! Cripple the boss, since this guy's gonna be dead soon enough. Yeah, let's let that one go. I don't really need defense next round. Not much, anyway. Blur... I don't even know how he died. I guess the auto 3 at the start of turn. Sufficiently defended. Sufficiently defended? Not really. Oh, okay, well he's dead, so yes. 0 cost cards, thank god I got 1. Unable to afford. I can take a third, but it exhausts, so it's not that... These are all exhausting, so they're not good for a protracted fight. This is an excellent ability because it's a little bit of damage for the entire game. 14 to all, and then a discard. This is probably what I want. 1 mana, 14... This is like die level damage. And nothing else here. Malaise is also worth picking up, I think, because there are 2 of them, and I'm going to want to use it on both. And by the way, the Peace Pipe is what you really are looking for to make your deck thinner. I was off by like 5 gold from removing a card, but I don't think I really needed to in the end. Smithy here, 10 health is not going to make or break me, hopefully. Let's Malaise plus. Alright, this is for all the marbles. They start with 2 artifact, that's irritating. And I start with double Malaise, that's very irritating. Let's pitch one of the Malaises for later. And I guess I want to go full out for broke on Donu first, because he scales way more painfully. But I am going to neutralize him, so that when I do this, at least one thing penetrates, and yup, significantly reduces the damage I take to just 8. Oh no, they add Ethereals to my deck. They kind of hard counter me then, huh? Die! Still focus on one of them. It's my best bet. Die! Endless Agony. Do I keep this for later? I think I keep this for later. There are 4 Ethereals that are all going to be combo stoppers, and there's nothing I can do about it. I gotta get my pen nib armed. 14 to all. Let's arm the pen nib and then use that. Pen nib is armed. Boom. What did I... Oh, it's a random discard. I did not know it was a random discard. Okay, well that's fine, that's fine. I will definitely retain Blur for next time. Not that it will matter, but 8 block is not to be sneezed at. Intentional block. Discard. Still want to discard. Now we can cut. Cut AoE, draw powerfully, can't because of Ethereal, and we'll retain this for next time, and pitch the Ethereal, full block, but the Ethereals are just gonna keep making my deck crappy, aren't they? Attack, block for as much as I can, can't play this because of the Ethereal, keep it again, pitch this. I'm not gonna win. So it was a good strategy, but clearly I was not able to get enough synergy cards to make it work in the end. I already have 3 block. Let's make that 8, 10, and then truly cripple you. And maybe get you closer to the point that I can actually finish you. My deck was working really well in general, but I just don't think this is winnable. If they do this, it completely negates my Unceasing Top. I should have recognized that, but I didn't actually know they had that potential. And GG. Ultimately, though, the thing that really sunk this battleship was that in the whole time that I was picking up zero-cost cards, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about it. If I had been more aggressive about removing cards, I might have gotten it closer to a true infinity, but I didn't even have that many opportunities to remove cards. In any event, that was a fun run. So, my stats with the Silent are not quite as good as my stats with the Ironclad. Okay, I take that back. They're about as good. Generally speaking, the more focused I am on pulling a specific idea or a build off, the worse I do. Rather than when I'm just taking what's good as it comes and coming up with a good mix that kind of makes sense, I end up doing better. I could potentially have fought for a few better artifacts, maybe. Ultimately, the true failing of this deck was that I had +1 actions per turn, +2 actions per turn, and still couldn't pull it out. If I hadn't been going for this zero-cost shenanigans, if I had been going for a couple strong poisons with 5 actions turn, I probably could have done better. But them's the breaks, and even if I just switched it when I came to Act 3, but honestly, if Dona and Deka didn't do that ethereal stuff, I didn't know they did the ethereals. I thought they did the damage and the scaling and the shielding. But if they didn't do the ethereal stuff, I probably could have gotten at least 1 or 2 good cycles going and knocked them out. Still, knowing what I do now then, honestly, the only boss I really could have dealt with would be the Awakened in Act 3. Alright, well, that's a wrap then, folks. Thank you all for watching. That's the Silent. Definitely expect more runs with him as time goes on, and I'll see you guys next time.